Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to make the bara for the doubles. How should I explain bara to people that don't know what doubles are? Because a lot of them ask me, well, is it bread? Is it naan? Is it roti? Like, it's none of those things. It's just a beautiful, delicious, fluffy little delight that you just, when you eat that in your mouth, you're like, oh my God, this is so good. So I don't really know how to explain what it is, but maybe you can let me know so that whenever I tell people doubles and they're like, what's doubles? I tell them what doubles are, but I can't explain what the bar is. So please, in the comments, let me know, how should I explain bara to people that don't know what doubles are? This recipe should be able to make you 12 doubles. I make my doubles a little bit larger, so sometimes it's not a full 12, but it's supposed to be able to give you 12 doubles. Calls for 3 cups of flour. Grab these. 3 cups. 1 tablespoon of salt. Sprinkle that over. Half a teaspoon of turmeric. I'm going to just like kind of eyeball this. This is a tablespoon, but I'm just gonna, you just want a little bit. You don't want it to be too yellow. You just want like a little bit of a flavor, or color, I should say. Just enough to give it a little bit of color. Oops. 2 tablespoons of yeast. 1. 2. 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. 1, 2. And we're going to mix that up. I like to use my hands, but because I have nails, I really don't want to be putting my hands in flour mixtures and things like that. I'm trying to mix it up. See, sometimes you have like bigger chunks of like the brown sugar. You know how sometimes it clumps up? That's why I like to use my hands to mix it instead of using like a metal whisks. It's just easier because then you can make sure that everything is mixed up properly. I'm a very hands-on kind of person, so that's why I like to do it like this. Okay, once it's all fully mixed, we're going to add some warm water. Okay, here's 1 cup of warm water. We're going to be probably adding about 1.5 cups, but I will start with 1 cup and just go like this. Just kind of mix it up like this. Get the water incorporated in there slowly. You can put it in a mixer if you want. I just like to have this in my hands, feeling it. Okay, I'm going to go grab the other 1/2 cup of water to add. So I've kind of like eyeballed 1/2 of a cup, and I'm just going to keep adding. The reason why we use warm water is to activate the yeast. Trying to get all of this in here. All the sides. Don't want to try to leave any pieces behind. Probably going to need more, a little bit more. There. Mix that up. There. If I need a little bit more flour, which looks like I might need a little bit more, you just sprinkle it on top so that's easier to maneuver. I'll just grab some, sprinkle a little bit. That's what I like about baking and cooking and things like that. Like, you can usually fix it if you've added too much of something, except for like salt. Salt is one of those things where you can't really do that. There. And you just keep mixing until it forms like a really soft, kind of pliable dough. This is too sticky for me. I have seen people like leave it like this. I don't do that. I like to have it like it's like a form of, it's an actual like piece of dough, but it's super soft. I'm just going to wash this off because it's making it a little harder to knead. So let's continue mixing. Much easier now because I've washed my glove. But you see how it's like coming together nicely? It's not like a hard dough, but it's like super soft. So look here, I'll show you. See? Still a little sticky, but it's very like soft. This is what you're looking for. Because we're going to be adding some oil anyway. Maybe I might put a little bit more flour just to make it a little easier to form. Just like this. Keep kneading it a bit more. Yes, that's perfect. Okay. So here. You see how it's so like soft and easy to kind of very pliable? That's what you're looking for. You can put it in like a little ball if you want. We're going to add some oil and then put it to warm up. See? It's going to double in size pretty much. Okay, I've got some oil. I'm just going to pour it on top like this. Let it go around. I'm going to just like use this to kind of coat the whole bowl and let it rise. I'm going to use some saran wrap. You can use like a wet towel, or I prefer to use saran wrap so it keeps the heat inside there and it rises nicely. So I'm going to do that. Then I would just cover it with my saran wrap like this. I'm going to let it sit there for half an hour to let it rise. Okay, so I have it here and it's going to rise for about 30 minutes. That noise is my rice and peas cooking, but it's going to rise. Okay, so the bara is ready. See how nice? It's so nice. And we're just going to cut it up from there. So I guess I show you guys here. Grab a little piece like this, you smush it, and you add it to the side. Smush it, add it to the side. Grab a little piece, and you just keep doing that. Super soft, super easy to grab. And you just put it to the side. I'll show you there. See? Like I said, I make mine a little bit bigger than usual, but make these little balls. I like to put them in twos so that I know how many doubles I'm going to be making. Two. Maybe two like regular size ones actually. Okay, so this is going to give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 doubles. So it's a little bit less than 12, but you see they're sitting there. So I like to just form them in like little balls when we have them to the side, and then we're going to be covering them so that they don't dry out because we have to do one at a time, of course, right? So just kind of smooth them out, make them like little balls like that. And then we're going to grab a towel and just cover them up. See, my hands are very slippery because I have the oil in there, because you need the oil to be able to separate them and like flatten them out with your hands, because that's all you're going to be doing. You're going to be just stretching them out, and then we fry them. So just kind of making them into little balls first before we do that. This, nothing fancy, but you just want to make them into little balls. That, super quick. The oil is heating right now. You would probably have it like at a high medium. You don't want the bar. I mean, you're only going to be cooking them, well, frying them for like 5 seconds on each side, but you don't want it to burn. My oil to like maybe a 6, a high medium, and then go from there. This is kind of like a smaller one. So this will probably be like a regular size double, but mine, like I said, mine are larger in general. Because I guess I can make them larger so my friends and family can eat them, so they don't have to be super small, like how sometimes the restaurants are a little bit smaller. There, and that's it. So you can see. So I have them covered and let them rise just a little bit longer while the oil heats. So I'm ready now to start making bara. I have a little bit of oil here to put on my hands, so it makes it easier for us to flatten out. I'm gonna grab one and you just separate it with your hands like this. Keep spreading it until it's pretty much paper thin. That's what you want. You see how they're like a little larger than usual. But like I said, I'm making it for my friends and family, and that's the way that they like it. So that's why I'm going to have to continue making them that way. Okay. Now that this is done, I'm going to show you how long we fry them and how they turn out. So now that it's ready to go, you grab it, you put it in the oil, you let it puff up, maybe 5 seconds on one side, flip it, 5 seconds on the other side, maybe another quick flip, and that's it. You're done. I have it in a container so it can sweat. I have parchment paper here at the bottom, and then we just add it to, we put the cover on, and we just continue over and over again. I'll show you a couple more. Here's number 2. Comes up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Flip over. Push it down a little bit. Flip over again. And that's it, guys. And I'll show you once they're a little bit, like when they're all done and they're dry, how soft and fluffy they are. Now that the bara is all done, I want to show you. It's been sitting there. Look how nice this is. It is amazing. So I'm going to fill these and show you how it's done. So let's put the bara together. I already have one here. I took some of the pachana, put it on there, fill it up. I have this homemade tamarind sauce. I do have a video on making my homemade tamarind sauce. Add that there. I also have hot sauce. This is my homemade hot sauce. I have a video also. If you want to go check it out. I don't like a lot of pepper, so I just add it there. And you just add it like that. Grab it like this. You can eat it like this. You can eat it like this. Eat it whichever way you want. But that's how you prepare doubles. So I eat my bara like one at a time. You can eat it together. Let's try it out. Oh, the flavor is amazing. You're going to love this one. And if you want to watch the video on the filling of the doubles, I've linked it below in the captions.